Hello students, welcome to Caliber Convent School e-digital learning channel. In today's video, we will study the last leaf. Okay, this is the chapter of your third unit 3.3. So let us start with some warm-up activities which is given in your textbook page number 66. So suppose you suffer for a long-term illness. Okay, so what you will do or what you will not do. So in this table you have to fill that details related to yours. Okay, that is your self study. Second also is your self study. The difference between homophones and homographs is given down. So you all know what is homophones, right students? Homophones means a different word or different spelling, but the pronunciation of both the words is same. For example, it is given here some and some. Another example we can take there, 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 there. Okay, and SEEN, SCENE, seen. TWO2, TWO2. Okay, so this is the homophones. So here you have to make a pair of some homographs related to the different meaning words. Now let us start with the chapter The Last Leaf. In this chapter, a beautiful story of two friends is given, and means how they can recover from their illness or how they can recover from that disease. Okay, in that chapter that is given in detail. So let us start. In the poorer parts of New York, there was a colony where many struggling artists lived. Among them were Sue and John C. They had come to New York from different parts of the United States. When they meet, they found that they shared the same interest and they become friends. They shared a flat and set up a joint studio trying to earn a living through art. Now here in a poor area of New York, two girls meet each other named as Sue and Johnsy. They become friends because they having the interest in same things. Then Johnsy was small, thin and not very strong. After spending a few months in New York, she became ill with pneumonia. In those days, it was not easy to cure pneumonia patients. Though Sue looked after her well, Johnsy showed no sign of improvement. After some time, after some months of working or living together, Sue Johnsy has got pneumonia, and that time pneumonia is very incredible disease. Okay, so here Sue has taken care of Johnsy, but there is no improvement in the health of Johnsy. So one day the doctor told Sue that Johnsy has one chance in 10, and that chance is for her to want to live, he said. Your little lady has made up her mind that she is not going to get well. He told you that medicine alone did not help if the patient did not wish to live. Here, students, in this case, Johnsy is very much depressed. Here, she is thinking that she will never become healthy, or she will never get normal. So here doctor had told to Sue that with medicines we have some positive attitude also, that yes, we will fine, we will become good soon. But this positive attitude is not there in Johnsy. That day Johnsy just lay in the bed without making any sound or movement. First Sue thought that she had fell asleep, but then she noticed that Johnsy was looking out of the window and was counting something again and again in very low voice, almost a whisper. So one day what happens, students? Sue is looking to the Johnsy, and Johnsy is lying on her bed, and outside the window one tree is there. So Johnsy is counting something there, means suppose leaves. Johnsy is counting the leaves of the trees. Sue too looked out of the window, but there was nothing to see. Only an old ivy vine garland and decayed at the roots climbing halfway up the brick wall. The cold breath of autumn has taken away most of the leaves. Only the skeleton branches were left clinging to the bricks. Now from the outside of the window, there is a tree. Okay, so and tree was very much old, and leaves is also less on the tree. So now she asked to the Johnsy that, what is it, dear? Then 6, said Johnsy. They were falling faster now. 3 days ago there were almost 100. So here Johnsy replied that only 6 6 leaves is remaining. They were falling faster, and 3 days ago there were approx 100 of leaves. It may my headache to count, but not it's easy. There goes another one. There are only 5 left now. 5 what? Leaves on the ivy vine. Ivy vine is the name of the tree. Only 5 leaves is now. When the last one falls, I must go too. I have known that of 3 days. Didn't the doctor tell you? Oh, I never heard of such nonsense, said Sue. What have only ivy leads to do with you getting well? And you used to love that wine, so don't be silly. The doctor said that you had an excellent chances of getting well. Take some breath now and look me back to my work. But Johnsy just keep looking out of the window. There goes another. No, I don't want any broth. That leaves just 4. I want to see the last one fall before it gets dark. Then I will go. Here, what Johnsy is telling students, just listen that as well as the leaf is falling down, my life is also going with the leaf. As the last leaf fall, I will died. This is the mentality, this is the thinking of the Johnsy. So Sue said this is just a nonsense. You do not have to think about this. Okay, then Johnsy said, Sue, I will promise to you will promise me to keep your eyes closed and not looked out of the window until I am done working. I must hand those drawing in tomorrow. I need the light, otherwise I would have closed the window. I don't want you to keep looking at those silly ivy leaves. Tell me as soon as you have finished, said Johnsy, closing her eyes because I want to see the last one fall. Try to sleep, said Joe. I must call Benham up to be my model of the old man that I am drawing. I will be gone a minute. Now, Sue told to Johnsy that I have to hand over this painting tomorrow. So you can do one thing, till that time you can close your eyes so that I can complete my drawing, and I'm not closing the window because I need some light. Now here the new person Bearman is the person who is living with them downside. So Sue has called them. Old Bearman was a painter who lived in the ground floor, but he was the failure in art. For 40 years he had wielded the brushes but had not made any money. He had been always about to paint a masterpiece but had never yet begun it. For several years he had only made a few paintings. He earned a little by serving as a model to the young artists in the colony who could not afford other models. He always talked to his coming masterpiece. Now here, old Bearman, who is old Bearman? He is a failure in art, means he is a not a successful painter. Okay, here he has a talent, but he is not that much successful. Now Sue told Bearman about Johnsey's fancy. Johnsey's fancy means what Johnsey is thinking. Old Bearman was shocked that anyone could have such idiotic imaginings, means such a idiot things that Johnsey is thinking that if the last leaf will fall, my life will also go with them, I will die. Now what, he cried, are there people in the world foolish enough to die because of leaf dropping off? Now here Bearman is from a vine. I have not heard of such thing. Why did you allow this thought to enter in her brain? Now Bearman is telling to Sue that how did you allow to enter that thoughts in Johnsey's brain? Why Sue is not doing anything? Now see what Sue reply. She is very ill and weak, said Sue. The fever has made her mind full of fancies. Now she is telling that she is very ill and weak also. So that's why she is thinking of such nonsense things. So this place is not good for Miss Johnsy. Someday I will paint a masterpiece and we shall all go away. Yes, said Bearman. Now Bearman is telling that this place, Bearman is blaming to the place that this place is not good for Johnsy. So we will do one thing, I will make a masterpiece, I will send it off, we got money and we will shift to some good place. Now Johnsy was sleeping when the two went upstairs, means these two, Sue and Bearman, enter in the Johnsy's room. Sue showed Bearman the ivy vine that Johnsy saw through the window. They looked at each other for a moment without speaking and they began their work. Outside, a cold rain was falling continuously, mingled with snow. Sue closed the window. Now, here, Sue closed the window, and outside, wind is there. Next morning, when Sue woke up, she found that Johnsy was staring at the closed window again with dull, wide open eyes. Now in the next morning, what Johnsy is doing, students, Johnsy is again watching to that window with a very dull eyes. Okay, open the window, I want to see, she ordered. Sue obeyed. Now Johnsy is telling to Sue to open the window. Okay, but lo, even after the rain and the fierce wind that blew throughout the night, they yet stood against the brick wall, one ivy leaf. It was the last on the vine, still dark green near its stem, but with its edge stained with yellow. It hung bravely from the branches some 20 feet above the ground. It is the last one, said Johnsy. I thought it would surely fall during the night. I heard the wind. It will fall today and shall die at the same time. Now here as soon as the Sue opened the window, there was only one leaf remaining there, one last leaf. So now what Johnsy is telling student that I had heard the sound of the wind at the night, so today this leaf will fall and I will also died with that leaf only. This is the thinking or the mentality of Johnsy. Johnsy was preparing herself for the last journey that one makes alone. The feeling was very strong within her. Now, here Johnsy was preparing to death, to the death herself as soon as the leaf will fallen down. Now, the ties of Sue friendship and other things on earth become loose one by one. Now, everything is losing one by one to the Sue and Johnsy's friendship. The day wore away, but even through the twilight, they could see the lone ivy leaf clinging to its stem against the wall. At night, again the wind rained and the rain poured. Next day, when it was light enough, Johnsy asked Sue to open the window. The ivy leaf was still there. Now, in a night also, such a sharp wind is there and rain was also there. In the next morning, as Johnsy told Sue to open the window, the last leaf was still there, means the leaf was there only. Johnsy lay for the a long time looking at it. Then she called Sue. Sue, dear, she said, I have been a bad girl. Something has made the last leaf stay there to show me how wicked I was. It is a sin to want to die. After that, she was ready to take a broth and milk that Shiv brought her. She wanted to sit up in bed. Some day I hope to paint the Bay of Naples. Now, here, see students how the mind thinking of Johnsy changed. Johnsy was thinking that it is a sin want to die because life is given by the God, and I am thinking that with the foolish leaf my life will gone. But this is not a good thing that I am thinking. Okay, so now here now Johnsy started recovering because the leaf was still there. After that, she was ready to take a broth and milk. Then she brought her breakfast and she sat up in her bed. Mr. Bearman downstairs was now ill with pneumonia. The sweeper has found him laying helpless in his room in very wet clothes and shoes. He also found some scratch brushes and the palette with green and yellow color mixed on it. 2 days later, Mr. Bearman died in a hospital. So now here Bearman was now Johnsy has recovered with pneumonia. So Bearman has got pneumonia. Now Bearman died in a hospital. The last leaf was still there on the wall. It never fluttered or moved with the wind of window. It was Behrman's masterpiece. He had painted it there that night when the last leaf had fallen. Now, students, this is the suspense of the story, that how Behrman died. Behrman had died with cold, and Behrman was the person who had made a painting of their leaf on the window. Whole night, Behrman, in the cold night, Behrman was painted a leaf that was the masterpiece of Behrman, and after that he died in the hospital. So student, this is the story of the last leaf. Now what you will have to do, you have to solve this workshop in your notebook 3 times, means workshop of whole lesson that you will solve in your notebook.